It's another delicious day here in the Let's Make Food from Food kitchen, and today we're making an Italian focaccia hot sandwich. It's gonna be delicious. In my last video, I made the Italian dressing. It's ready to go, and I've got my homemade mayo here, my homemade focaccia bread. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna get right down to it and slice my bread in half so that I can make a sandwich. All right, so I need about a tablespoon of mayo on one side is what I'm gonna put it on. I'm not gonna put it on both. I think it's too much mayo when you put it on both. So about a tablespoon. If you like more, use more. If you like less, use less. It's your sandwich. You eat it. You make it how you like it. And you can vary the meats that you use for this. I know there's some varieties that people like to use, but the ones I have, there was one that was missing. I couldn't get it from the store, so it's gonna have 3 meats instead of 4, and that's okay. All right, so my homemade mayo, linked down below for that video, is on here. And next I've got, and this isn't something I would normally put on here, but I have some Parmesan cheese that is left over from making my Italian dressing. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle it on here. I love cheese and I know it's gonna be great. So that's Parmesan, okay? And it's just spread right on there. And I'm gonna put my provolone on this side. So I've got ham, and I've got 2 slices here. It's you can use up to 2 ounces, I would say. It's going to be a pretty hefty sandwich. So the more meats you use, the less you should use of each kind, is my personal opinion. That's about an ounce, maybe. I know the recipe says 2 ounces, but this is a little thicker. These are thin slices, so this is mortadella. Mortadella. Wow, I'm having trouble speaking today. So I'm just going to kind of layer it on there. And then I have my Genoa salami, and I love a good salami. So I've got 5 slices of that. Now this is very thin slices. If you've got thick slices, just use a couple. So when you go to the deli, you can say thin slice, sandwich slice. This is the thin slice. You can get it shaved. There's usually a chart at the deli that'll say what the slice is going to look like. So this is the thin slice. I'm going to set these halves aside. I probably just put them on my baking sheet. I need to prep some veggies here, and I just need a little bit of onion, okay? Just a little bit for my sandwich. All right, nice thin slices, and I'm just going to kind of put it on. I don't want the thick slice all by itself. That's too much onion for me, but if you like a lot of onion, use what you want. I don't use pepperoncinis on mine. I don't like them, but if you do, add it. It's not in my recipe because I don't like them, but if you like them, add it. Really, really add it. Not a big deal. Okay, next I have my tomato, and I'm gonna go ahead and thin slice that to go right on my sandwich before I bake it. I'm not going to bake my lettuce. That's gonna go on after, as is my Italian dressing. So I like really thin slices. Okay, and I'm gonna do 3 of them. There we go. Now, my sandwich is ready to go in the oven. I will add the lettuce and the dressing at the end. So I just need to put it on my baking pan. I'm gonna bake this for just 10 minutes. Make sure the cheese is nice and melted. If it takes a few minutes longer, that's okay. Just add the few extra minutes. It's on 350, already preheated. See you back here in a minute. All right, look at this beautiful sandwich. We're almost done with it. Now, how much lettuce you put on is up to you. I don't like a lot, but I do like some. So I'm just gonna, you know, probably about, that's good for me. If you're not using Italian dressing, you could sprinkle some Italian seasoning on there, or just some herbs if you like. Personally, I like to add some sliced black olives. I know it's not traditional, but I really like it that way. So I'm not doing it today, but it is something that I do like to do. Now I am going to do my tablespoon of dressing actually I think I'm going to do it on my tomatoes now that I put the lettuce on there, because I don't want it to drip. I want it to go on my sandwich and it'll slide right off that. It'll still do some. Now, why didn't I use this? You might be asking, Michelle, why didn't you use this? Because I want that to dip. If I want to dip in more dressing, it's right there and ready to go. Okay, that's the bottom. There we go. Flip it over. Look at that. Now, we have to slice it. Look at this beauty. Beautiful. It's a beautiful beauty. Okay, so I am going to plate it here. That's actually enough for 2 people, but it's only for me. It looks so good. It smells so good. The question is, am I going to be able to bite into this? I say yes. If sandwiches were a best friend, I think this would be a bestie. Is there something you'd like to learn how to make? Tell me what it is down below in the comments. From my kitchen to yours, let's make food from food.
That's one boy.